been quiet for a minute because I've been collecting as much information as possible over the past month just so I can be accurate. And it's finally time to unleash the facts.
No one ever dogged Oscar De La Hoya the way Floyd did. Every single press conference, he treated him like he was a...
Whether he can't be a successful promoter if he's always wanting to be in the spotlight. His desire to be always noticed, always...
Oscar De La Hoya went off on Floyd Mayweather during a live interview with Stephen A. Smith, calling him a scammer and fraud. De La Hoya slammed Mayweather for turning boxing into a popularity contest rather than a test of true skill and heart. He criticized Floyd's constant bragging about money and lavish lifestyle, urging him to take the sport seriously instead of using it as a cash grab. De La Hoya emphasized that boxing is about legacy, not bank accounts, and warned that Mayweather's obsession with fame and fortune is damaging the sport's integrity and misleading young fighters.
You say you want to be a world champion. You say you want to take this sport serious. Then take it serious. What is this? This is not a popularity contest.
Oscar De La Hoya described Floyd Mayweather as a master at playing the role of the villain in their rivalry. He recognized Floyd's ability to manipulate public perception by embracing the bad guy persona. Oscar, on the other hand, was positioned as the good guy, having to promote the fight with double duty, trying to maintain his image while Floyd thrived in the negative spotlight. Oscar pointed out that Floyd was smart in using this approach, but it also highlighted a level of immaturity where Floyd leaned heavily on trash-talking and disrespect rather than focusing purely on skill and integrity.
It's like that rivalry, the villain and the good guy, you know? And Floyd, this is where Floyd is smart. He knows how to play that villain guy, you know?
And you're promoting the fight.
Yeah, and I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm promoting the fight.
Oscar De La Hoya recalled that their fight generated a record-setting amount of money, with the pay-per-view event alone bringing in nearly $400 million in one night. This immense financial success not only showcased the massive appeal of their rivalry, but also highlighted the business side of boxing.
How much money did that generate?
At the time, yeah, it was the record-setting pay-per-view. I think we generated something like close to, all in, like close to 400 million. Yeah, in one night. So
Oscar De La Hoya emphasized that for him, boxing was always about pride and legacy, not about money. He believed in fighting for something bigger than just financial gain, seeking to prove himself and solidify his place in history. In contrast, he criticized Floyd Mayweather for being driven solely by money. Oscar acknowledged Floyd's business acumen, but felt that Floyd's focus was more on making a profit than enhancing his boxing legacy. To De La Hoya, the sport was about passion and honor, while Floyd's approach seemed centered around maximizing earnings and promoting his brand above all else.
You didn't promote that fight with Mayweather. Would you have pulled out?
probably, yeah, probably, because there was too much. Put the money aside. For me, it's about pride. For me, it was about, man, I want to have a winning chance here.
Floyd Mayweather's constant bragging about his wealth has been a point of contention, especially when it comes to his comments about other fighters like Anthony Joshua. Analysts argue that while Floyd has made his fortune through boxing, his continuous focus on money detracts from his true legacy. In a recent statement, Mayweather compared his fight with Manny Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua's fight, claiming that he didn't need the massive crowds or millions of viewers to generate massive revenue. He stated, "We didn't have to have all those hundreds of thousands to do a $74 million gate," referencing the large-scale crowds at Joshua's fights. Floyd's claim to be on another planet in terms of his success only emphasizes his obsession with being seen as the best, not just in the ring, but in wealth accumulation.
And, I guess, his, because, he talks about his money a lot. So he compared, his fight with Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua. And he was saying, basically, they didn't need 100,000 or 90,000 people to do X amount of dollars. Here, I'm going to let you listen to it. Here's what he had to say verbatim. Here's what Floyd said about Anthony Joshua.
Talk about that. I was in the Guinness Book of World Record for breaking all the records. You didn't tell him that?
Of course you have.
for generating, billions in the sport of boxing? That or having the fastest sellout crowd.
But
I mean, and, you know, those guys done. You know, and I was watching a fight when I was at my Miami house. I was at my Miami home. I was watching a fight with Klitschko and the guy.
Analysts view this as a sign of Floyd's jealousy, suggesting that he can't resist drawing comparisons between himself and others, especially when it comes to financial success. Despite his accolades, Mayweather's comments come across as defensive, trying to reaffirm his status as boxing's top earner. His fixation on his wealth and superiority has overshadowed the deeper, more meaningful aspects of his career, like his actual contributions to the sport. This behavior raises questions about Floyd's true motivations, with some analysts believing it stems from insecurity and jealousy of fighters like Joshua, whose appeal transcends just